This podcast is brought to you by the Price Sisters.
Over to you, Harv.
This is the Katie Price Show.
One that I do with my little sister, Sophia Hannah Price.
Oi, oi.
I love it.
Over to you, mummy.
Oh, I love Harv. He's so cute. I love that he's just done our little theme tune off the cuff.
I know.
Now, my lovely listeners, there's a new way to watch us in all our glory, raw. Go over to my YouTube channel, at Katie Price YouTube. So you can view us as raw and see us in all our glory. Nothing has changed.
No.
Guys, we are back. It's been about 4 months.
I have Olive with me. Sorry.
New edition on the podcast. So it's been like
4 months?
It's been about 4 months. Lots has happened. So many people have been like, are you bringing the podcast back?
I cannot tell you how many DMs I get on my Instagram a day about the podcast. When are you bringing the podcast back? I miss the podcast.
We are back. So much has happened since the last time. You were still pregnant.
I was still pregnant, still doing the house up. You were, I think, just getting ready to go to Panto, weren't you?
No, it's way before then.
Was it before then?
Then.
Oh, yes, you went and had your face done.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had a new
fucking
face,
hell.
everyone. Woo!
Right, tell us about the face then.
Well, I'm actually going back because where he did my face, he's made my ears stick out. He hasn't made it. But anyway, I see it. I'm just going to get them pinned back. But other than that,
Right.
I am fine.
Yeah.
I was getting, yeah. What's happened? I've had the face done. You've had the baby. So we've had
Kids
time.
have moved in.
Oh my God, I've got Junior Jasmine living here. And Princess and Ed practically live here.
Yeah.
So the house is full. I've got 5 Sphinx cats, 2 of the dogs, and it's go in this. And I'm driving now. I don't know if I was proper driving.
No, you weren't driving last time we spoke. How are you finding that?
So this year is going to be amazing. Having my independence back is so nice, to the point that if I'm in the car with the kids, I'm like, I'm sorry, kids, if I'm driving slow, because if I'm in a 30, I set it at 30. Or on the motor, I set it at 70. And they're like, no, Mum, it's good. It's good that you're sensible.
Yeah.
No, we love this, Mum.
Good.
So I've changed a lot, like just focusing on, I don't know, I just think the past is the past. The future is the future, and continue on that.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
I think the book was out, the last podcast.
Yeah. The
But
bloody
you know what?
book.
I'm glad last year's done and this is a new year, and lots of good things are happening.
Yeah.
I've just realised, Soph,
Yeah.
I've got to get in the studio this month. I'm at Butlins on the 9th of February and I've got to do an hour set, and it's called
Are you actually?
Bangers. Yes.
Are you actually? Can I come to that?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going to
in
come along and
Minehead,
watch that.
That one's in Minehead. Where's that?
Where's that? I don't know. I'll Google it. I'll
You're
Google
good at
it.
history, but I'm no good at geography.
History. It's geography. That is.
I just said that. I said, I know you're good at history. It's just different to geography. So I looked yesterday and I'm like, shit. That's the 9th of February. I haven't got long, and I've got to do an hour set of singing.
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You know what you're
I
doing
know,
when you're
I'll
up
be
there.
fine, but I've got to get the songs recorded and done.
Yeah, you need to do that. You're going in the studio with Scarlett.
Yeah, so I've got to go in with that. Like, I messaged them last night. I'm going to send them some ideas over songs. And people listening, because all through the summer I'm doing lots of singing gigs. I like to do covers of club classics. Any ideas of good club classics, let us know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's the one I like? What's that one? Brothers and sisters
I
together, we
recorded
make
that
it.
one,
I love that. Oh, Olive,
but
I
that's the
love that
ballad
one.
version. I'm still going to sing that one. I've got to go through it all.
Yeah.
What we got coming up?
Well, some things that we can't talk about yet at the minute, but
Oh, yeah, I know what it is. Oh, my God, everyone.
you know a little bit what it is. You don't know the full
Yeah,
extent.
but what I do know, Soph, is so exciting.
I know, yeah. So that would be good. And podcasts, we're hoping to do another tour this year as well.
We
So
will
keep
do
a
another
lookout.
tour.
Yeah. What else have we got?
I'm hopefully doing another Easter panto because the people I did panto with want me to do the Easter panto.
Yeah.
And panto was brilliant with Kerry. They mastered that well. It was record-breaking ticket sales, and they put extra shows on because it was just a sellout every time.
Can I just say as well, I felt last year's panto, as in the December just gone with Kerry, I thought you were much more happier and calmer than you were the year before doing panto.
It makes a difference with
does.
the team you work with.
Yeah. I think
And
you've done, I
the
think you've done really
yeah.
well. Yeah.
So enjoyed it. It was long, and me and Kerry had a laugh even before we go on stage. You know, when you're behind the curtains,
Yeah.
and we're like, and the music's on, we're just dancing like lunatics, and then we go on in character. And I don't know, we had such a laugh. We had 2 dressing rooms, but I was always in hers getting ready.
Yeah.
And it was good bonding time with me and Kerry. So
That's
let's
good.
see what happens for the future of me and Kerry.
Yeah.
And it was weird, because at the end of it, and Anton, he done a speech on stage saying that when people found out that he booked me and Kerry, he had so many negative people saying, why would you work them?
They won't turn up.
She'd be late. And do you know what? I was on time every time, didn't miss one show. And he said,
Good.
completely different to what people would think I'd be like.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate this when people say this about you, like, "Oh, she won't turn up." Da, da, da. Yeah, I know. I know in the past, yes, you've had your ups and downs, but you weren't in a good state of mind. Let's be honest. But you're in a much better place now. So I just think, just keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly. And the house that I'm in, I'm still loving it. Love the house.
I love that house.
I love it. There's just nothing negative around me. Bankruptcy ends in March. Woo, woo! That bit ends. So back on track.
Yeah.
And I make my New Year's resolution, if that's the right word, is I want to make about 500 million in about 3 years. Why are you laughing so?
Well, I just want to finish my house renovation. That's my goal.
And there's one way I'm going to do that. Do you know how?
Oh, how?
Win the fucking lottery.
Oh God, could you imagine? Do you know what I always say to Dad? I'm like, if you won the lottery, would you pack up work? Like, what would you do? And he's like, well, I'd probably buy a new van, doll, and continue working.
I would still work. I would still work. I love it.
That's one thing I have missed, actually. I say missed because I'm on maternity leave now from like work and whatever, like my day job. I do miss seeing the girls every day. No, I say seeing the girls. I don't go into the office. I do everything on Zoom from my laptop. But I mean, like, we'd all have a cup of tea in the morning on Zoom and just find out how everyone's weekend's been. And I do miss all that about like day job stuff. But I'm still busy doing bits with you and whatever.
What I'm doing, I don't know if anyone else has done this, but now because obviously I did panto, so I did the family stuff. Obviously, Soph was there, my mum, dad, and all that. On the 2nd of January, we did Christmas. So now it's all just settled. So I am going to do a pie chart of my goals that I want to achieve this year.
Why don't you do a mood board?
Well, a mood board or pie chart.
Yeah.
One of them is I want to compete on my horses. Even if I get to one show, I want to compete.
Yeah, you should definitely do that.
Like that. And I will let you all know my pie chart.
Come on.
Is she very needy, so more than Albert?
They're so needy.
You love it, so shut up.
Not when I'm trying to work.
You've got the work ethic, Soph. It's called a working mum.
Working mother. Oh, Olive, come on.
So yeah, I
God.
should let you all know new things I want to try. I'm going to start sewing lessons
Are
to get
you?
my sewing machines back up and running. Yeah, I really just feeling really creative this year.
What about cooking? Harry's going to start doing some
Yes.
cooking with me. Can't wait.
Yes, I've got my recipe books out because I want to start cooking, and with
Yeah.
the kids, they like cooking. I've been watching the Australian Love Island. I just love it.
I haven't watched. Do you know? I've never watched the Australian one. I've never watched Married at First Sight. I've never watched because you always say the Australian Married at First Sight's better,
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
can't wait for that to start. And
Yeah.
then all these dramas. I love all the winter dramas that are out. So I've been watching lots of TV.
Yeah. Do you know what I've been watching?
God, here we go. Black and white films.
No, I've been watching Wolf Hall on BBC. It's on BBC
What is
iPlayer. It's about Thomas Cromwell and Henry VIII. It is brilliant.
Not my cup of tea.
It's not your cup of tea, but it's really good. And I've started watching The Tudors again. Do you remember I always used to watch The Tudors?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, started watching that again. It's on Channel 4, the whole series. So I'm loving that.
Oh, and guess what else I'm doing this year? Completing my life coach course.
Yeah.
And even though everyone says you don't need to do that, Kate, because you've had life experiences, I still want to tick that box. And look, last year I applied to be a paramedic. I'm going to find time to start that course.
Yeah, I think you need to do an access course, didn't you? So that you going to uni to do it.
So you could do it at home, can't you? If you're an adult, can you not do it from home?
I'm pretty sure you can do Open University from home, but I'm not sure with Open University if you need to pay some of the fees up front. I'm not sure how it works.
When it's an access course, does that mean I find a subject of what I like to prove?
So an access course, so I've done an access course to go to uni. So I've done mine in combined studies at Lewis College.
Right. So if there's anyone out there who's like my age or adult who wish they had learned at school instead of mucking about like me.
Well, yeah, same with me. So basically, I had no GCSEs really. I wanted to go to uni, do my history. So to be able to go to uni, I had to do an access course. I'd done mine in combined studies. I had to resit some of my GCSEs. So I'd done a year's course, and then that got me.
Do GCSEs now, they're so hard.
Well, you'll be fine. They might not even get you to do them. You need to look at the course and see what the requirements are.
Is that a subject?
So it gets you the points to then go on to university and the grades, basically.
Right.
Yeah, but it's good. It's hard. I found my access course really hard, to be honest.
And also, everyone, you know, I was diagnosed with ADHD. So during the period that we weren't doing the pod, they tried me on 2 different medications, and the effect they had on me was awful. So the doctors have decided I don't need medication because I've learned to manage the ADHD well, because I've learned about ADHD, my reactions, the impulses and all of that.
Yeah.
So I've learned to realise what it's all about and control the way I am.
Yeah.
So I don't need another tablet. So that's an update. And now I feel focused. I want to achieve all my goals this year. Not too many, because I know I won't be able to.
Yeah, don't stress yourself out.
But the sewing one is a relaxing therapeutic thing, and I enjoy making things.
Yeah.
The life coaching, because I love anything about mental health.
Yeah.
So these are all things I want to achieve myself, and the paramedic thing. So I'll have to do the access course.
Tell us about the paramedic stuff. Why do you still want to do that?
I'm so good, like with Harvey. And I've also applied where Harvey's going, because he moves back home. I found a place for him in March. He's moving 20 minutes from me. And they even said there that I'd be an amazing like carer, or you know what I mean? So I said I'd be a volunteer once a week to do that. I just love helping people, and I want to be on the road, air ambulance or a roadside paramedic, but not a normal paramedic. I want to be like the doctor one. So it is a long course. And you find a lot of people who do become paramedics have either had city jobs or other jobs, and as they've got older, they want to change career. But I'll still do what I do, but it's giving. But I've always loved it, and I so helping and caring, and that's just me. So that's all good. But I need to
Okay.
give up the vaping. It was my New Year's Eve thing.
Right, you've said this 4 or 5 times now. Are you actually going to do
Oh,
it?
like I said, I was starting the gym today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And me. Go on. So, vaping.
Now, this is another thing no one knew. Because of our mum, I had a Zoom consultation with my mum's lung consultant.
Specialist.
So I'm seeing him this month for a checkup. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with my lungs, but I think because I'm 46 and because of what mum had, I'm just going to check them. And in the Zoom, he said, do you smoke? I said, I've never smoked, but I vape. And he basically was saying if anyone was to start anything, even though don't do any of it, he said smoking is better than the vaping.
Really?
Yeah, he said these are so bad and they don't know enough about the damage and that. The way my brain works, it's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Once I'm sitting in front of him and once he see my lung results, imagine if it has affected my lungs and I see it and it has. I would ban vaping from my house. And I think I need the consultant face to face to say, stop. Because it's all right, everyone's saying, oh, I want to stop. But when you actually hear it from a professional, even if I read it in the papers, what they say about vaping and that, I'm so desensitized by it all that I'm just like, yeah, it's just another story. But if I'm in front of the consultant,
yeah,
they actually tell me, then I will listen.
Yeah.
I think that's like with most people. When you read about things, you're like, oh, another story about this, another story about that. But if he's actually face to face, then I'll listen. So I'll keep you updated on these horrible battery operated tasty vapes.
Tasty vape, God.
What's that? It's mummy.
Right, so should we do some listener questions?
Yeah, I bet we've got loads of listener questions, and obviously we'd be here all day answering them. So we will get through them on each podcast.
Right, first one. What's your go-to breakfast?
My go-to breakfast is 2 boiled eggs and soldiers.
I'll tell you what I've been having at the minute. I've been having those protein yogurt things. They're horrible, but you know, when you're just trying to eat healthy. Overnight oats, Joe Wicks overnight oats as well. They're good.
See, I've noticed, because obviously everyone said I've got skinny and that.
You've got well thin.
I know, but there's a reason.
I know.
And
what's the reason?
If anyone Googles me, I've always been skinny. But people have to remember, when I broke my feet, I was in a wheelchair, not active. Before that, I was running all the time. Then I've gone through IVF 3 times, which they'll see at the end of January. And that pumps you and puts weight on. I haven't done anything. And now
is that out the end of Jan? Oh, thank God for that. Get that done with.
Oh, I know. I don't even want to watch it myself because I don't want reminding. So, and now I've realised when I was eating pasta, oats or milk or anything, it bloats me. So I can't have the porridge. If I have them protein drinks or anything like that, even if it's lactose intolerant, I bloat. So I've been avoiding stuff like that, and it's kept me and not feeling so sluggish and tired after.
Yeah, fair enough.
So there you go. So that's my go-to breakfast.
Okay. Next one. Where do you shop? Oh yeah, a cup of tea, lattes as well for me. Where do you shop for your kids' clothes? Mine's always Zara, H&M, Vinted as well. I've been doing a bit of.
I need to do that. I've started my Depop again.
Oh yeah.
I've got so much to get rid of. Kids' clothes. I like Bershka. Bunny likes Bershka.
Yeah.
But they're at an age now, like JD Sports. They just like tracksuits and that.
Yeah.
Princess likes her Pretty Little Thing, Sheen and that.
Yeah.
He's Amishi, and he's tracksuits all like that, really.
Yeah, fair enough.
What is it, Billionaire Boys and
I've never heard of any of that.
Yeah, exactly. Get in with the kids.
In with the kids. There's me. Zara, Vinted, H&M.
Yeah, when they were younger, because they're out. Oh, I like River Island for kids as well.
Have they got a kids range?
Oh, I love it.
I'll have to have a
Have
look
you
at
not
that.
ever seen it?
No.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's really cool actually. So they're the places I go. Obviously, in the beginning, Harvey used to be kitted out in designer stuff, and I think that's always like it with you first with me.
Well,
and as they
yeah.
get older, and the more babies you have, it's whatever supermarket you go to, just get their baby grows because
You know what? That's what I've been doing with Olive. I've just been
Is it
getting
easier?
baby grows from Sainsbury's or Morrison's because I can't be bothered and it's going to get covered in shit and sick and all that anyway. So I think, what's the point? And I've also noticed with Albert and his nursery clothes, I used to send him to nursery in like nice clothes because I want him to
Come
look
back with
smart.
paint on it and stuff.
Yeah, I want him to look smart and whatever. And then he comes back covered in paint and it stains him. In the end, I don't bother now. Can't be asked.
They need to bring back Mothercare.
I used to love Mothercare.
Oh, I used to love Mothercare pottering around there. That was so good. Such a shame that went down. I don't know any proper baby shops. I know they do individual shops like.
I know they've got that Jojo Mama, but I think that can be yeah, I know that can be quite expensive. So I just like Sainsbury's, to be honest.
I think, and Tesco's and that, they all do good range.
Yeah.
So that answers that one.
Yeah. Right, next one. How do you prepare for when your children leave home? Well, yours have all moved in. So
I've all moved in.
Yours have all moved in. Tell us about Harvey though.
Well, Harvey's, I love my Harvey. I love all my kids, but it was harder with Harvey because I was literally his carer and literally washed, dressed, fed him basically.
Yeah.
And I think because it's like anyone, when their sons or daughters and that go to uni far away, that's what it felt like with Harv. But he's moving back nearer home. I suppose it feels like that you feel the void in the house, the noise, or just them being there.
Yeah, yeah.
But so it doesn't matter what age or whatever your kid is, just not having them there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Quietness, the peacefulness, and I like noise.
Yeah,
even if I'm in the house on my own, I have to put the TV on. I just like some kind of noise.
Actually, that's one thing I've started doing lately, sleeping with my phone on, because I watch my phone when I'm in bed. And I've been watching.
I do. I start off with the telly, the laptop, and then I stick my phone, because I've got these sticker things on the back, and I just
I need one of them. I need one of them.
I've got you one.
Yeah. I've been watching The In-Betweeners lately. When I'm doing night feeds in the middle of the night with Olive,
I've been. That's my humour. That is
so funny. It's at Boss Wankers. Oh, it's just
Isn't it funny that.
Yeah.
So it is hard, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm lucky because the kids, mind you, Princess has always been, but Junior, because he was at his dad's a lot.
Yeah.
And then studio, going out and about, and it's like it's done a U-turn, and now he's back here with me.
Yeah.
All the time. I see him all the time. I love it.
Should we move on to some life advice with the prices?
Yes.
Right, here we go. I can't help but feel really old and irrelevant.
Can I just say something? Why do you put on a voice when you read it?
Because you tell me I've got to do it with enthusiasm, so I am doing it with enthusiasm. When I don't do it with enthusiasm, you say, "Oh, come on, Soph, you've got to do it like you mean it."
I love it. You sort of go, right then, this has happened and that, as if you're an air hostess.
That's what I'm like on meetings. Have you noticed that? Right.
Go on.
Anyway, come on. Right. I can't help but feel really old and irrelevant, even though I'm in my mid-20s. I know how you feel.
What? You feel old and irrelevant? What? First of all, let me stop you there. Wait till 46.
Oh no, 4 years till 50.
Oh, I actually can't wait because I am relevant and I am still down with it all. So age is just a number. Let me stop that reader there, but go on, carry on.
Right. I work for a company where I'm one of the oldest here. Everyone else is in their 20s, and it's a whole different generation to that I'm used to. They make me feel like a dinosaur and always make snarky digs at me and my age and comment that I'm too old to know certain things and don't value my ideas in meetings. Do you guys ever suddenly feel old, and how do I get over this at work? Right, so.
Oh my God. I feel really bad that person feels like that. First of all, let me remind you, the older you are, the more experience and knowledge you have. So that is a load of rubbish.
But
Although these days,
yeah,
if you're going to be talking about technology stuff, I am a dinosaur when it comes to social media stuff, knowing how to put videos, this and that together. But that's not because I'm old in that. It's just because I haven't spent time to know how to do it. Now, a lot of the younger generation, that's all they do and all they know. That's what they're used to. But if I sat and actually someone showed me properly how to do it and I spent time doing it, then I could do it. So don't feel old and if you're out of place. But yeah, I mind you, I've worked for myself and I'm still creative in that. But I suppose in an office environment or something like that, you're always going to get someone who's
you always get a bell end in the office. You always do.
Well,
you always get one or two.
I don't know, I've never worked in an office, but
yeah. But I've noticed this more as well, especially when you look on TikTok. Like I find TikTok is a lot younger compared to like Instagram, and I look at some of the content and I'm like, bloody hell, it's all like Gen Z.
What's Gen Z?
Well, like Princess's age, basically.
Mind you saying that, Princess said, Mum, your Snapchat is so good. I said, I've told you to join my team.
Yes.
But how do you know what to do? And I went, because now I've learned, whatever I'm doing in the day, it was hard because I started it during Panto. So it was literally just me and Panto wigs. Just anything you do during the day, just post, hence, oh mind you, I've got a picture from earlier. Just post up what you're doing each day.
Yeah.
Because it's an interesting way for people to see what you're doing if you want to share what you do.
Yeah.
It's just getting used to it, getting in a habit of it. It's just
this
a new
is the
way
thing.
It's that getting in the habit of it.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're going to do it, you've got to be consistent.
Yeah.
Consistency is key.
Always.
In all aspects of life.
In all aspects. Consistency.
And if you're not sure about anything, ask questions, communicate. Like Soph probably had about 5 messages from me last night. So it's definitely podcast tomorrow at 10:30 by the link. Are you coming here or is Ben coming here? About 5 messages. But it's fine. I probably drove Soph mad. But if you don't ask, you don't know. And then look, it's all organised. Done.
And you actually turned up on time?
4 minutes early, actually.
You were earlier than me. I'm like that with Olive. Like, I
told you it's a new me, isn't it? I love it.
Good.
Being in control of my own self.
Oh God. Right, that's it for today. Don't forget you can listen ad-free on Amazon Music.
And obviously the Amazon, the other ways you can get to see it, but
Spotify, Apple, all of them. And you can also watch the full episodes on Kate's YouTube. Kate, do you want to give them the YouTube details?
My YouTube is at Katie Price YouTube.
Follow and subscribe.
Woo! Like and subscribe. And you get to see us in our raw selves. Like today, I'm on the bed in my pajamas with my cup of tea next to me. The realness, no fakeness, just the real mingers that we are. Very mindful, very demure.
Very mindful, very demure.
So yeah, so this is the way you could get to see us in our natural habitus, whatever you say.
Natural habitat.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, habitus.
Yeah. So this is good. You get to watch us, hear us, and you couldn't get any closer to us, really. Oh, I love it.
See you next week.
Bye.
Thanks everyone for listening.